Madden World, what it be like? It's your boy Foe. Xbox 720 is the gamer tag on the PS4, and yo, this is that double, triple Madden OGs, and we are back, dropping that quality content to help you get your Madden game better, so let's go. Now, yesterday we started with a intro video to, let's find a formation, Pat's wing trips, okay? And we went over the play double ends. I showed you a great zone beating concept to the left side of the field, where we could be cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, you name it, max coverage, where we put a hard flat, curl flat, and a deep blue on the same side. We were still able to throw that route combination that I showed you guys yesterday, and I thought that was dope. And we use that as a segue into our wing trip scheme. Now I want to discuss a play that I really like, and I don't know if it's overlooked or not. I'm not really sure. I don't see anybody running it online at all or talking about it. Can't remember where I ever really saw a video put out about it or anything like that. The play is Pat's Y out. Now the main reason why I like this play is that it is simply one of the more effective plays without having to change anything about it. So why do we like that? Really, I love that simply because I can come to the line and literally just call a cover 4 with some coverage out here. Yeah, put some good coverage out here. You can come to the line and quick snap this, and I really like the fact that I can do that because you don't have a lot of time for adjustments. And especially when you're playing mind games with your opponent and they're thinking you might motion over the man, so they kind of trying to set up all of their defense to the left side of the field. I'm going to show you where the right side of the field can be dominant with this particular play. Now, if we look at the play art, we'll see we have Antonio Brown. He runs like a 10, like about 10 yards, and then he cuts on a slant. Le'Veon Bell is going to work perfectly in concert with him, and I'm going to show you where the game is just, I can't say it's broken, but at the same time, yellows are going to react to Le'Veon Bell. Now you can quick snap this, and you can quick hike it and throw really hot if you need to. Green is going to be our money route, believe it or not, with that out route. He's going to be working in concert with Wheaton on this nice wheel route that we have from the slot receiver, which is dope. And then we have a nice deep post by Martavius Bryant that we're going to be able to utilize. So this is against cover 4, and we'll go ahead and start right here. And trust me, during this particular video, I'm going to run it against anything and just concentrate on him specifically, because I want to show you. We'll put it in a cover 3. We're gonna get the same effect. Nothing's gonna change. We're gonna be able to throw to him. Okay, we're gonna put it in a cover 2. There's 2 routes we want to focus on, which I like because they're on 2 different sides of the field. Now we have it in a cover 2, and same thing. As you can see, cover 2 is not gonna really stand a chance against this, especially if it has cloud flats. And people like to play cover 2 for real, cover 3 and cover 2, and this just torches all of that shit. And then another thing that I like, the more obvious point is if they put like a cover, let's say they do a cover 2. I guess I'll show you just for the fact of showing you, and say they go with like hard flats, right? They go with like hard flats, for instance, then, which I don't know why I'm showing this, but it seems like common sense. But you could actually house that if they play like any kind of cover 2 that has hard flats in it, simply because the deep blue is gonna like drift inside just a little bit. You saw how he drifted. I threw it kind of early, but if I wait like a couple more steps, he's gonna drift inside. I threw it more to the outside, but you could hit him, and if he can run up the field, you can house that. So that's an easy thing to kind of note. I don't know that makes sense to really show it, but anyway, I can put it in a cover 2 man right here, as you can see, and it's not gonna make the difference. We're still going to be able to attack this player. So what does that mean? right? The only thing that really is going to stop this is if you manually adjust the play that you're running, or you manually user, or you put like a max coverage situation on where you have a hard flat, curl flat, and then a deep blue, right? But we have we have offense for that. So that is why I really like this play, because you're gonna make that user have to make a decision, because now we have it in a cover four. Let's take our attention to the left side of the field where we want to look at Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. All right. One of the things that you'll see that'll happen is, just say they decide to play the right side to go play the out route, because you're kind of needling the side, like dotting them up with this out route. And I'm gonna run the out route against random shit in a minute, just to show you that I'm not gonna try to throw to anything but the out route, and it'll be open. But as you can see, any hook zone on this side is gonna bite. And if they don't bite, that means they're playing over the top. And if they're playing over the top, that means you can actually hit Le'Veon Bell, because it won't be a quarter flat or a seam flat if you turn any type of zone play into like over the top. Then those flats turn into curl flats that'll leave Le'Veon Bell wide open. So they can't really make that adjustment like that. So as you can see, he bites down. I throw behind him. All right. So then we can call a cover three. And as you can see, they bite even worse right then, right, in a cover three. And that's what generally will happen. And then I played this in the quarters, and it's so glitchy, bro, because like, just say, and see, those are linebackers, but like in the quarters, if you call a cover three, the safety will be way up at the top in a hook zone, and he'll bite the running back. I mean, it is ridiculous, simply because the curl flat tries to take on Antonio Brown, so the hook zone has no choice but to temporarily play it, and it leaves it wide open. All right, so that's cover four and cover three. And now let's go ahead and put it in a nice cover two real quick, and we'll show you that you can still get the same type of action. So now we have two different places on the field, because you can't bait this. I'm either playing hard to the right side, so this takes coverage adjustments if they want to play a specific type of defense. And what did I say at the very beginning? I don't need to make any adjustments to this play, so I can just come to the line, like mashing on the X button, and basically get to the line quick. We can hurry up, and then we can quick snap our opponent with this. So this is really good. Let's go ahead and call two-man under, and we're basically going to show you in two-man under where you're going to be able to get this same action with this guy again, right? So now, and let's go ahead and talk about two-man under real quick before we get into doing random plays. So let's look at some of the other routes. First of all, the obvious, you got this guy. He's gonna get open with his out route, okay? I just showed you Antonio Brown. I showed you Ladarius Green earlier. And the only other thing I would probably look for is sometimes Wheaton is gonna like bounce off the sideline like he just did right there. But it depends. The problem with that is, I'll give you an example. Let's try to call it. Let me see if I can do it. Sometimes you might want to try to set up your opponent, especially if they're playing like man-to-man, where you try to make it look like one of the other plays and motion them over. Because otherwise, it's always going to depend on if Martavis Bryant is going to be able to beat the press. See what I mean? Like, sometimes you're going to be able to do that. Well, honestly, in man-to-man, he's going to always be able to bounce off the sideline and like beat the man coverage, especially if he has great route running. Then he'll really torch man coverage. But if you leave Martavis Bryant over there on that post route, it's going to completely depend on if Martavis Bryant is going to be able to clear his cornerback out, with his release. versus the press coverage, because otherwise he's going to be in the way and you won't be able to throw that wheel. So I would personally just motion him over if I see man, and then I would put him in a slant, just like we did in our other play, right? So now this looks like the play we were running yesterday, and now we have every single route on the field getting open. As he made a beautiful play right there. So every single play will get open. Now, that's the play in general. Like I said, we want to look at the post route to the left side. It's going to get open against all kinds of fucking zones. And then Ladarius Green is going to always be open against everything if they don't manually adjust. All right. So let's go ahead and let's just call it randomly, because I just really want to show you how money Ladarius Green's route is. I'm basically going to go in blindfolded. I don't really care. I'm not trying to read the defense or anything. Usually, if I put it on random, I'm trying to guess what it is and throw to the right spot. I'm just wanting to show you with this particular play where you'll find Ladarius Green is going to generally just always be open. No matter what you call, if I read this right, and he is usually always open. Or if it's some kind of hard flat and I read it wrong, then I should be throwing to the wheel route. See, that was hard flats right then. But as you can see, I'm still going to have a space to throw in hard flats. So that's a great thing, because if you read it wrong, it's safe. Because right here, the computer got smart. They played hard flats. I should have just waited and then threw up. But this is fucking safe because of where the out route is breaking, simply. Or I could have waited and threw it to Antonio Brown. But if you make a mistake, you still are able to throw in this pocket. That's why I love this play. Look, I can just run it over and over and over again against any type of coverage, against anything in the game. I got blasted. Y'all saw that shit. Anyway, I know y'all did. You watching the video. So, boom. And look, and it can always turn into like a really massive ass play, just depending on what you do. Good defense. Make sure, like, if you running this too, like, I would make sure I just get like that nigga. If you playing like Mutt or something like that, bro, make sure you get somebody like Gronk or somebody, anybody like Greg Olsen, somebody with good route running, and you gonna win like every single time. And see what I mean? I'm literally just over and over again on purpose just throwing this one route. Or I can throw this route, and look, that's just like that. That's a touchdown. I mean, both of these routes are really money working together. This is one of the better plays in the game that just does not get ran, bro. And that's what I want to show you with this formation, is that it's really, really simple to use, but at the same time, while it's really easy to use like this, and I don't have to make any adjustments. I think this is the first play I've ever ran that doesn't have any adjustments on it either. I'm just showing you by itself stock. It's just very, very money as a play. And I'm literally only throwing to these two routes. When I got other reads, if it's a cover 3, I could easily just dump it off here. Look, I got other places I can go with the football that I'm not going with the football. I want to show you that as well. Look, I can just go these places if I want. I can attack with Le'Veon Bell and just throw short every fucking time if I wanted to. But I'm not doing that. So you got dots on this play all over the field. I definitely recommend, especially if you're running New England's playbook, look how open the wheel route was that I didn't hit. Y'all go back and rewind that. That shit was open as hell. So you're going to always have something open in this play. Look at the wheel. I could just hit him up the sideline. I saw him, but I just want to show you it doesn't matter. I can still throw to this out route every single fucking time. So, like, comment if you feel like it's something we left out on the field. I didn't make any adjustments to this play on purpose because I want you to use this as a quick snap play. That's the main reason why I call this play. And then, you know, if you're brand new to the channel, sub, You know what it is. Respect the OGs. Peace.